Can I just say what an unbelievable feeling it is to know that I have the support. It's an immense feeling, and I know that it's such that everything they've tried, everything they're doing, everything the people sitting in there are tarnishing us, slandering us, trying to silence us. And I know by the reaction I get when I travel the country that the people are not listening to them, that the people are supporting us. The people of this country have been silenced for 20 to 30 years with the tag of racist. They have managed to silence people so they're too scared to speak up when they see things that are wrong. They're too scared to tell the truth and identify problems with an ideology and a religion in our country because they're worried about being called racist.
Oh, Tommy.
They now realise that that tag is dead. No one cares anymore with being labelled as a racist. So they've now introduced their new term, hate speech. What is hate speech? There's a 16-year-old boy somewhere in here. I'm going to interview him next week. He went to Speaker's Corner and he debated Ali Dawah. And he stated facts about Islam. He was visited last week by counter-terrorism officials as part of the Prevent strategy. His mother was in pieces, crying, scared, worried. The justification the police gave for coming and visiting him, they asked him questions. Would you kill for your ideology? He has said nothing extreme, nothing wrong and nothing non-factual, but the police are visiting him. There's another man up in Burnley, up north as well, who this has happened to. The reason the police gave for visiting him is because they didn't like his opinions on Islam. This is currently what our country's facing. When you hear statistics and they say that 30% of all Prevent strategy is now non-Muslims, that's not and again, visits from counter-terrorism, for telling the truth, for identifying facts. I had a 14-year-old boy in the north of England who had a mental breakdown because of the visits from Prevent, because he said that Islam was a fascist, violent ideology. These scare tactics, and I'll tell you what, it works. I'm in a group message with this young lad, and there's loads of young lads who are representatives of different football clubs in the country, who are youth, who are 16 to 18 years old. So one boy tells the truth about Islam at Speaker's Corner, and then everyone else sees that counter-terrorism have visited him. That has a knock-on effect. People become scared. People are terrified to identify and speak openly and honestly. We've just seen that my Twitter account was removed for hate. The hate, one of the things that they suspended me for, I said 90% of grooming gang convictions are Muslim men.
Fact.
That is a fact.
Fact.
That is not hate. 20% of them are called Mohammed. But what they removed my Twitter account for was for saying Islam promotes killing people. It does. 100 verses in the Quran incite them to kill. Again, it was a fact. Now, when you see the news reports, this is where we can't be fooled. Our government, there's been 10,000 Twitter accounts closed at the request of government for hate. There's been 140 Twitter accounts closed for terrorism. Hamas are a prescribed terrorist organisation. They have a Twitter account. Hezbollah are a prescribed terrorist organisation. They have a Twitter account. So this is not about rules or regulations or breaching any of their rules. This is about silencing and stopping. Silencing people like me. Milo had his Twitter account closed. Sargon had his Twitter account closed. Where we're heading in a few years' time, Facebook, YouTube will all remove our views. And if we're to do anything about it, and it has to be shown, there's a video of Yvette Cooper, a Labour politician. She's sitting down with the CEOs of YouTube talking about why my videos are being promoted. This is government interference with private companies to remove certain people's views, which is fascism. Now Twitter are a private company, so they can remove you if they want. What I want to do is I'm going to take Twitter to court. I'm going to take them to court for discrimination against my physiological beliefs, my deep held beliefs. And I won't get my Twitter account back, but what we'll be able to prove, which needs proving, we need to prove what hate is. We need to prove that facts are now seen as hate. The government are pushing this agenda with private companies. And I'm triggered about my Twitter account still. I deleted my life to concentrate on Twitter. We all will be there. That's what people need to understand. This is the start. Everyone will be removed. All our views will be removed. On the other hand, you have Muslim organisations, you have terrorist groups, you have far left radical groups who aren't being censored. It's certain political opinions are being censored. Also, I've been standing here in the shade. You must have all been boiling here all day. I want to thank you all for your patience as well. I want to do something quickly as well in the middle of the speech. Kaylin, George, Lucy, can you come up here? I'll be honest, you see all this, you see the organisation for all this, the videos. None of this, and the people thanking me, those people coming up saying thank you for the day, I didn't do anything, that's the truth. I done it all. We have, for years, the media, is the mainstream media here? The great thing is no one trusts them. No one's reading them, no one's listening to them. Who watches the news? People are now searching for their alternative media. And that's what we want to do. And with the team, we want to bring people real stories. I've got a story that's going to be coming out hopefully next week. 3 young boys were run over. Let me get emotional. Looking at the case of the murder of their children.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for Tommy for having the balls to report on our story.
Yes, Tommy!
Because no one else has. We're speaking about Josh, Harry and George, who were murdered in Shepperton Lane, Hayes. And this has been covered up by the Met Police and the CPS. Exactly, thank you. We're speaking out because we're not afraid to speak out. We went to Speaker's Corner last Saturday. A Royal Park officer came straight up to me and asked me if I was the organiser of the event. I said, we're just here to speak about our children. We had this flag. He told me this flag and our balloons could be offensive to certain people. I said, offensive to who? That I'm in Britain, they're not offensive to me, are they? Is that offensive to you? No. Are they going to be waving British flags at the royal wedding? Yes. Exactly. So amongst us, we have 35,000 people who hate us, who want to hurt us, who want to kill us. Our poor children has become part of that now. And Theresa May, if you can hear me, if you don't have the guts or the balls to get rid of them, stick me in 10 Downing Street, because I'll do it for you.